I just want to give some encouragement. So I was walking. I was not walking. I was driving on my way home, and it was raining. It was pouring down. And in my spirit, I heard there's a rainbow on the other side of this. And so I'm turning on the exit, and what do you know? A rainbow. A big, 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 vibrant rainbow. And it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And I think that's just a metaphor as well for sometimes we cannot see the beauty in the midst of the storm. Sometimes we cannot see the color and the vibrancy and the promise ahead in the midst of the storm, but on the other side is greatness if we could just believe and have faith. So I want to read from 2 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 2. How that in a great trial of affliction the abundance of their joy and their deep poverty abounded unto the riches of their liberty. So even in that trial, there's joy in it. Even in the poorness and the lack, there's riches behind it. It may not seem like it right now. I mean, for me, it's like God could show me, and then I could feel myself trying to go back in a rut of, okay, wow, like, oh wow, rainbow, and then back down, and I'm like, no, the rainbow is significant because the Lord promised not to flood the earth again and destroy us. He promised to keep the covenant between all the descendants of Abraham. So it's more than what we think. It's like, okay, yeah, the rainbow, and then okay, yeah, you show me a sign of the promise. Okay, I know we want the promise so bad, but it's like we have to be patient in our suffering, patient in our afflictions, patient in the trials that we have, because like Jesus, he died on the cross for our sins, but up to that coming of dying and then rising again, he went through so much backlash, so much opposition, so much hypocrites, so many people just working against him. And you don't think that will be the same for you? You got to pick up your cross and bear it. And sometimes it's like, I don't even want to carry this joint anymore. This joint heavy. But you got to keep carrying it all the way. All the way. And it's easier said than done. And then I also want to read chapter 8, verse 12. It says, actually, let's start from 11. Now, therefore, perform the doing of it, that as there was a readiness to will, so there may be a performance also out of that which you have. So it says, keep bearing your cross. Do the work. Do the things that the Lord is requiring of you. Do all these things. Let there be a willingness in your mind. Let there be motivation and determination and hard work all in your mind, because sometimes we don't have it, but we got to put the work and the effort forward towards it. Do the performance of it even before you see the promise. So if God is calling you to be a wife, okay, you're just going to sit around in the house waiting for your husband to come. You're not going to better yourself. You're not going to do anything to help yourself. You're not going to do anything to benefit you. You're not going to do anything to help you to help your husband. You're just going to sit around and wait until your husband comes, and then when you get in a marriage, you realize, oh, you didn't do anything to prepare for it. Don't be that person. It says, it is for if there first be, the next verse is, for if there be first a willing mind, it is accepted according to that a man hath, and not according to which he has not. So even though you don't see it, he's working. Even if you don't feel it, he's working. So even when you don't have that promise, you know that up ahead, although you don't have it physically obtainable in your hand, if you don't have the manifestation of it, that don't mean nothing. You don't see what God is doing in the behind scenes. You don't see what God is doing in the midst. He's already making a way. So I just want y'all to hold on. You can do it. You can do it. I know you can do it. Keep going.